Welcome, YouTubers of the world, once again. We just got finished recording episode I've already forgotten. The recap episode of Farlands or Bust. Now we're going to decap. That is, continue doing what we were doing prior to the recap, which is just Farlands or Bust. So yeah, we're at 40,857.6 megabytes. It's March 18th, 2022, and we are currently sitting at $2,222.22 raised for Equality Texas Foundation. I'm being reminded to take your allergy meds tonight, Kurt. I will maybe remember. But let's continue. Get your woofs ready for the second time today. Woof! Boy, this place looks familiar. Almost as if we were just here. Woof, indeed. Oh, get. Let's continue in much more casual form here. This is no actual episode of Farlands or Bust. We can let our hair down and unbuckle our pants. None of these formalities are necessary, as they are required in a full episode of Farlands or Bust. Allergies. That's what we were slightly talking about earlier. I took my allergy medication one night, and I feel like it really messed me up. Like, that was the day that I had a headache. I think I started streaming early that day, but I took it at night. But then also, I have way too many pigs. It was another day I was streaming. Was it Wednesday? I think it was Wednesday. Or was it Thursday? Was it yesterday? No, that's insane. No, it was Wednesday. It was definitely Wednesday. Was about the peak of the anxiety and worry about this project that the girlfriend was doing for school that I was helping with. I was just coming to the realization that I had no idea what I was doing in InDesign. Like, I knew what I wanted to do, and I knew there was probably definitely, like, a fairly easy way to do it in InDesign, but I had no idea what that was, and I was going to do it a much more difficult and annoying way. So I very much was annoyed by that. Also, the kind of back-handed, back of the brain realization that I can never, ever again get a job in graphic design. Just, it's been too long. I'm not good at it anymore, and I am not qualified. So that's fun. But yeah, so we decided to both get out of the house, and we both took Juno on a walk, and we were both just feeling anxious and in the dumps, and it was nice to get out. It was like kind of sunny, a little bit chilly. Walking Juno, and we were like thinking maybe we should just, we had no idea what to do for dinner. Nothing was thawed. So we were like thinking of like, maybe we need to go out for dinner. You need a hamburger? How about like a steak? But then the more we thought about it, the more going to a restaurant made us more anxious and like just not happy. Oh, there's a lot of pumpkins. Hold on, we gotta count these stupid pumpkins. 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19? There's a lot of doubles. We got a lot of doubles here, like double yolk eggs. Check the trench for pumpkins. Pumpkin trench. No, we got mushrooms. Hold on. These are very difficult to count. Because there's doubles. Alright. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and I think 18, 19, right? What a weird number. I think it's a double. I think it's a double patch. Yeah, 18, 19. There's 2 right there. I think 2 patches have spawned on top of each other, and that's why we got them in such close proximity. Science! That's a good picture right there. That's a quality snapshot. Sorry, where was I going with this? What a time to be alive. Truly are living in heaven on earth. No. Anxiety. No, we were just like, we were feeling like run down, like physically. And we're like, I think, like, that's why I think the girlfriend suggested, like, steak. Our hemoglobins. We needed our globins back. We were deficient. We were iron deficient. Our blood was not blood enough. There wasn't enough blood in the blood. But yeah, we, like, couldn't think of anything. I mean, it's not the restaurant's fault, but I think we can all agree that restaurants suck right now. For very many, very good, very right reasons. They're all short-staffed and poorly stocked and really hanging on by a thread. Like, as much as I'm like, yes, support local business and independently owned restaurants and stuff like that, it's like, stuff's bad, man. Like, anytime we've gone to a restaurant lately, it's just not a good time. It's a bad time. So we kind of are like, nah to the restaurants. So what we ended up doing was, after we were done walking Juno, we stopped by a grocery store, and the girlfriend's like, I'm gonna get steaks. And we're gonna make steaks. Because now the sun, like, thankfully doesn't set at 4 p.m. And I'm like, I will grill the steaks. Even though we desperately need to clean our grill. Because it's been sitting all winter under a cover with a layer of grease and food and stuff. Looking a lot like that cave did back there with that mushroom in there. Fun stuff going on in there. But I'm like, I'll just clean the grates and I'll blast it at like 100% heat before we put anything on there. A layer of fungal flavor. So that's what we did. We bought some steaks, which, like, steaks aren't cheap, but they'd be cheaper than going to a restaurant. She bought some French fries, and I threw some steaks on the grill, and French fries in the oven, and we resupplied our iron, our hemoglobins. I don't think that has anything to do with it, but during watching, like, Paramount Plus with the commercials, there's every single commercial is like a medication commercial, and there's one that constantly talks about hemoglobins. So we're constantly like, my hemoglobins are leaving. I have no hemoglobins. My globulins are not doing the things they're supposed to do. More like hemoglobins, am I right? So yeah, we did that. I'm not very good at, like, cooking steaks. But I think I did okay. And it tasted good. And I was very, like, too full. And then the girlfriend, also as a treat. Dang it. Got some iced cream and some gluten-free cones. So we had iced cream cones that evening as well. So yeah, we like both. You ever just like feel like your muscles are like atrophied, or just like your bones like aren't right? I'm like, I don't know that having the steak like fixed me or anything like that. You ever just feel your globins? um so yeah, that was just kind of funny the way that transpired. But I still do need to clean that grill. It's a pretty sad shape. Also, like, it's been the automatic like starter. Those things break like immediately on gas grills, right? Like the little like click click, the little spark starter. That hasn't worked since the first winter passed. I got like the Lowe's extended warranty on it. When I got the grill. Careful, Wolfie. I can't even like find anything about that. I should look at that because I know you get like you get it refunded. Like you can get like a partial refund on what you paid on the extended warranty if you don't use like any of the extended warranty during the 2 years. I think I might just do that and just live with the fact that I'm whoa, 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 I fell out. I'm back in. And then just like be okay with having to use a lighter to light the grill. Well, it's I think it depends on the product, but I have heard good things about the Lowe's extended warranty. I think specifically when I was shopping for grills. So it might just be like their grill extended warranty policy. Like you also get like a discount, which I'm slightly annoyed. Because the same time I bought the grill, I bought the grill cover for it. Like apparently with the warranty you can get a discount on like accessories, but it didn't give me the discount because I didn't have the extended warranty yet. Like which whatever, it was like a $20 grill cover. So yeah, your mileage may vary. And for all I know, they've changed these warranty terms. And it's honestly a really cheap grill too. I don't think it was much more than 150 bucks. It's just like the Char Mate or the Grill Royal or whatever. Like the most generic 4-burner. No, it's not just the battery that's dead. That's definitely the first thing I changed. It's just because it sits outside, it gets moisture, I'm assuming, on whatever little cables or connections make the spark happen, and like, whoop, that's it. The weird thing is I like can't find a replacement. It's like a really simple unit where it's just a push button with a thing and an electrode, but like there's no way to replace it, which is really dumb. I mean, and it's also not like maybe like I need to clean the spark plug or whatever it is. It's like the actual action has failed. Like it used to have like a like a little button press, like that is broken. I don't know, the spring or whatever has gone to, or I don't know. Those do not last. No. Yeah. No, I'm fine. Just using a lighter or whatever. What is going on here? Look at this crazy MC Escher situation. Huh. Well, I don't think I want to go this way. So anyway, grilled some steaks. Of course, then yesterday we still didn't have anything to make, so I had macaroni and cheese with leftover taco meat. Today, though, you've got to remind me, like, in about an hour, to bake some potatoes. I gotta put some potatoes in the oven. What do you cook your steak to for doneness? At a restaurant, I ask for medium rare. When I cook them myself, I'm bad at it, so I get whatever I get. Like, it's not easy to, like, be specific. I aim for medium rare as, like, far as the thermometer tells me it's supposed to be. But I feel like that, like, we don't get the finest steaks. We get Safeway steaks. Like, that's what I aim for. But, like, I also want it to be done. Like, I'd rather have it slightly overdone than underdone, basically. I've had some accidentally, I cooked them underdone steaks. And I'm like, well, I gotta put this back on the grill, because this is, this is raw. This ain't no good. But, like, at the same time, like, I don't have the same equipment as the fancy restaurants. I'm not doing any sort of Brion and Good sous vide situation, or like cast iron seared pan. I like to have a good searing outside, but that's very hard to do with a gas grill, I find. Like, I get the grill marks on it, but I don't get a good crisp edge without also, like, completely blasting the inside to being overdone. But they turned out good. They were not dry or tough. I use a heat probe and reverse sear it. Reverse sear it? Is that like with an ice cube or something? How do you reverse sear something? Yeah, I used to be a charcoal grill. I'll let that sit as it is. But I had to sell it. I didn't even sell it. I gave it away in Arizona just because it wouldn't fit. But also the place I was moving to didn't allow charcoal grills. Ah, you first cook it low and slow and then sear. See, I tried to go the other way. That's at least what I've heard. Is to, like, blast it at first and then low it. Maybe the reverse sear is what I should try. Again, very difficult on what is admittedly a very cheap gas grill. With a layer of mold on it. Grill-a-thon when? Who do you think I am, Good? I'm just gonna start, like, cooking breakfast and streaming at the same time? Well, it's oatmeal again! Let's go! Hype train. Reverse sear works starting in an oven and then on a pan. Yeah, see, I don't know. I don't like cooking steaks indoors because it just like no matter what, it just always like smokes and is just annoying in that regard. I'm pretty sure I did try one time on this gas grill bringing my cast iron out there and then like doing a steak on the cast iron. But that also was very like messy and splashy and fire happened. It was like, and then like the cleanup was very difficult. I feel like the result was not worth the effort. Again, I'm not buying fancy steaks or fillets or anything, just like the $13. Yeah, we got like the $13 bone-in sirloin that like come with a little like disc of garlic butter like in the tray as like a combo for us lazy folk. Like that's what we got. Well, thank you, Great Scott, for coming back. Always good to see you, and thanks for the sub again. I would watch a grill-a-thon. I need... Oh, that's the other thing we talked about that I didn't mention in the recap, is like... My internet is fine, but I could very much improve upon it. Both the Wi-Fi and the coverage, so like a garage stream might be more possible, at least probable from a technical standpoint, and also similarly kitchen stuff. Like we've baked bread. We've baked bread together, you and I. We've failed at cookie making on occasion. So yeah, like that I wouldn't mind. But I do, yeah, I don't think our conversations ever are productive. Chat, I'm sorry, but it's the truth. I gotta say it. You have too many opposite and dissenting opinions about things that I can never actually make a proper decision. I just run a bunch of cables. No, get a mesh system. Have you tried the power line? Internet. I don't know. Anti-aging steaks. So yeah, I don't know. We give the options, you do the not choosing. Yes, you give the options, and I have the decision paralysis. I say Wolfie? Where the heck's... Spawn, you dingus. A lot of single pumpkins. Maybe they all belong to that massive pile that we saw earlier. They're on a journey. I mean, I suppose I still need to, like, get in touch with Comcast to be like, hey, could we just, like, save time and rigmarole and just give me the discount again? we have to do this every single year, and every single year, such a pain in the ass. And you get like an extra $18 out of me 1 month because it's how long it takes to implement the new contract or whatever. I mean, same thing with Adobe. Every December. Could I just pretend, like, could you just understand that I'm just pretending to cancel so that I can get a discount for a year? I can usually do it with, like, their chat. They're, like, on their website chat for Comcast. But every year I'm like, what's the upload? And nobody knows. They're like, oh, I gotta check. And then they're like, they never come back. How long do you have to leave it canceled? What are you talking about? Adobe? None. You go to like your account. You go to your payment or subscription options. And then there's a button that says I would like to cancel my Adobe subscription. And then it brings you to another page. Like, okay, what are the reasons? And like, no matter what you answer, usually just answer like price or whatever. There's like 4 steps. And like the 3rd step is called offers. And then that's the step you get to where they offer you a discount. Either like 2 months free or like a lower monthly price. Sometimes one is a better deal than the other. I don't think I've ever heard of anybody like actually like accidentally canceling their subscription. So it kind of looks like, and it words it like you're like, okay, you're about to cancel, but they're definitely going to come back with like a discount option. The 10th day of FLoB. Well, I mean, the reason they do that is because people don't want to bother or they forget, and then suddenly they're getting an extra $18 a month from X hundreds of thousands of subscribers who don't want to bother. And that's just free extra cash put in the pile. Capitalism. Indeed. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. If I do, I'm gonna wait to get the graphics card, and then they're not gonna be available anymore. But if I wait to do that, then maybe I should do a better and like try to get a better internet Wi-Fi coverage mesh something. Mainly to just like make it easier. I feel like mesh probably the way to go, because it is kind of annoying right now switching between the basement internet and the upstairs internet. And then it doesn't really even reach to the other side of the house, and definitely not into the garage. I mean, I'm happy with my... Who are you? Are you a Lynxus? I think he's a Lynxus. I just would have to get the newer version of that router, which I think, is, again, they're like stupid expensive now. Like, I remember getting like a Wi-Fi router for like 30 bucks. But now they're like 180. I guess my only concern with that is that it's still depending on Wi-Fi. And like, even if I'm gonna be getting like a stronger signal, I still feel like the data rate out to the garage gonna be subpar for streaming. He says as if he's actually going to start streaming from the garage. Ah! I'm sure Comcast has a mesh system they'd love to sell you. No, they won't sell it to me. They'll rent it to me every month. Tack it onto the bill. Never own. Only subscribe. Oh, I need some beds. Wait, how long have I been doing this? Definitely not long enough, right? Like, I just went through my first series of beds. Right? 11 years. Listen. Whoa, Wolfie. I did get donations to our fundraiser charity up there. Bowstripe, Key Sky, and Capybara Cosmonaut. Get to those here in the morning. Man, I really slammed the keyboard there trying to jump. We are at 22, 22, 22. Bowstripe asked, of any nervous habits that you have, which is your least favorite? People have favorite nervous habits? Like, boy, I'm sure glad I start to cry when I have to make a phone call. That's a real treat. Any nervous habits that you have, which is your least favorite? Don't touch your face. I don't think I have like any nervous habits. I have like anxiety symptoms, but not like habits relating to nervousness. I mean, I do have a nervous stomach. But is that considered a habit? Like, yeah, I'm trying, like, a habit to me is like cracking your knuckles or like shaking your legs or whatever. I'd go somewhere. A nervous stomach isn't a habit, it's a hobby. A way of life. I used to, I mean, I still do crack bones. And for, yeah. I mean, I was nervous for a while and I was like doing this sort of thing. Like that was more like a high school thing for me. It was just like unknowingly like cracking my neck. Like to the point where it just like kept, it became like a nervous tick almost. I felt like that was happening like earlier this week or whatever. Like that just starts to feel like a nervous.
I
like
think that
tick.
you are the most fascinating character within this setup.
Oh,
Not
my
me.
bones!
Yeah. Oh,
My hemoglobin.
absolutely.
Ow, my bones.
Thank you, Ice Room, for 32 months in the subtub. Subtub? Now I'm starting to do it. Hold on. I just gotta stretch it out. Good times. So that like used to be. Now it's just like a thing I do, like to stretch or something like that. It's not really habitual. I mean, nervous habits that I do have are like over internalizing like conflict or, you know, like annoyance or things like that. Instead of like saying things out loud that would quickly resolve a situation, I'm like, I sulk and internalize, but I don't feel like that's that's what you're asking. I don't think I have any nervous habits. Speedrun. I have like bad like brain habits. Yeah, I meant more like fidget spinners or eating carrots. I think this comes back to I very much structured my days, like work and streaming aside, like eating the same thing for breakfast every morning and for lunch, like those sorts of things to kind of like ease my nerves and like needing to make decisions on a daily basis that otherwise have caused me problems in the past. Yeah, I mean, is it a nervous habit to like never like to like have 10 tabs of different graphics cards open and then like never buy them? You know, and then come like same thing with like parts for the Datsun or whatever. No, that's not, that doesn't count. Okay. Ah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't got anything good there for you. Sorry. Like, is it a nervous habit to like want to call your parents, but now it's been like 2 months since the last time you called your parents, so you think they're mad at you, so like you don't call even more because of that? Like, is that a nervous habit? I often have a sense of relief when my browser crashes and I lose all my open tabs. Yeah, I could see that. Ooh, buddy. If you instinctively call them when you're nervous. No, I mean, like, I should... Like, I haven't spoken to my parents in months. Because when I think about it, it's A, making a phone call. But then B, the longer I wait, the worse I feel like it gets. And therefore I less and less make the call. Like, until I really, really feel bad. Even though, realistically, I don't think I've ever, like, called my parents and, like, had them get mad at me for not calling sooner. I have gotten, like, the, oh, it's been a while, or what have you been up to? It's been so, you know, like that sort of thing. Your parents should make Twitch accounts. I think my dad tried to, so that he could give me his Jeff Bezos bucks through Amazon Prime, but he couldn't figure it out. I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's not really parent-friendly. I mean, it's not girlfriend-friendly. She still can't figure out how to give me her Amazon Prime after she switched to a student account. Something that just makes you nervous, then. Ah. I mean, it's similar about like, oh, it starts to get too late in the day and I haven't streamed and I should have streamed, but like, oh, now should I even bother streaming? Because it's like 4:30. I don't know what, you know, like that sort of thing. There's a word for that. There's definitely a word for, like, being stopped from doing something. Like, anticipatory, like, like, I don't even know what it's like. Anticipatory, like, shame or something. There's gotta be. I can't be the only one. Executive dysfunction? I mean, there's that. I feel like that's a separate, or maybe related issue or concern. Oh, I do not know. Ooh, this seems like a good place to start cutting the planet in half. Ah, Wolfie! Yeah, I don't know that I have any nervous habits. I mean, I guess, well, I've gotten better. at not literally pulling my mustache out and having a bald spot on my mustache. It was usually this side. I think it's beyond a threshold now. I've let it get so long. And it's obviously I don't like it, but I think there's like a point at which like the hair length is like the perfect amount to be like nervously twirling. I feel like I've somehow surpassed that. My issue is starting on the first step of something is also the first step of getting into the unknown part. Yeah. Which, like, that's my problem. I won't even start the first step if I don't already know all the steps. And or have everything prepared to do all the steps. Like, take, for example, the radiator on the car, on the Datsun. I can't possibly, like, start disassembling the thing if I don't have everything to reassemble it. Like, this project should only take 1 day, because if it takes more than 1 day, then it literally takes forever and is impossible. Yeah, those villains twirling their mustaches weren't evil, they were just nervous. Right, perfection being the enemy of the good. That's easy to say. Not even perfection, though, like, just getting it right. Like, this whole ordeal, it's not really an ordeal, but to me, my brain, and my hemoglobins, it is. The ordeal with, I just wanted to change the brake pads on the Subaru to, like, save $500 from taking it to a place to have it done. But now I've, like, had to do it 3 times because this was squeaking, or this I later read I should have put lubricant here, and geez, and now I'm thinking, like, maybe I should have also just replaced the discs at the same time. I was being too cheap. Geez, these bath bombs from Cinelipples. Cinelipples! What a name! What a name! What an absolute trophy winner of a name, Cinelipples. I don't know where you came from, but thank you very much for that bath bomb! 10 sub bath bomb. Much appreciated. Do we know Cinelipples? I don't think I feel like... Yeah, either I've said this same exact thing about your same exact username before, or I've never heard this before. And this is just a treat. Either way, may my poor memory allow me to enjoy this moment once again. Might have been a year ago or so. Okay. Yeah, see, they're not even subbed. They're just a gift subber. Well, that would make sense. It's not like a name we hear month after month after month. I see, I'm right. I'm slightly right sometimes. Kaylee!
Kaylee042 gifted a tier 1 sub to Cinelipples. They have given 161 gift subs in the channel.
There's gotta be another clip out there of me reacting to the text-to-speech saying Cinelipples, and it was probably exactly the same. Thank you very much, Kaylee. Indeed. So, Bowstripe, your question, although I don't believe I answered it in all the ways that you perhaps intended it, caused quite a discussion here. Preempted only by Cinelipple flavored bath bomb. Keys Guy, if they're still here, sorry. Keys Guy, do you play Assetto Corsa Kurje Mac? I did, but I do not anymore. I don't have the time to try to enjoy a sim racing game anymore. Like, I don't have the brain hemoglobins necessary anymore for that. Keys Guy, I haven't seen Cone play in a long time. It's just not, it's not a good, it's a fantastic, one of, if not the best racing driving simulator video games. It's just not a very good video game. It's like the BeamNG Drive of racing sims, which is confusing given that BeamNG Drive is also a driving simulator. It's like really good bones there, but no way to actually enjoy them. Like, unless you yourself are also some sort of wizardly programmer who has time to, like, create a server and a point system and, like, a ranking and things. I don't know what Assetto Corsa Competizione does. If it even addresses or remedies that. I've never touched that game. I never bought it or anything like that. But yeah, I feel like if you're gonna get into Assetto Corsa, but you want to do like actual like racing, specifically with other humans, then like iRacing is probably where you want to be. Like their AI sucks too, doesn't it? Both me and Cone tried to do like a single player career mode, but it is very bad and not good. Which is a shame, because like that was like one of the earlier driving games I remember playing on my YouTube channel, and like I was very impressed. Like playing the early access or beta, whatever I started playing back in the day. I still have no idea like how it's on consoles and like how it plays on a console. I feel like I have it on like my Xbox One, but I never tried it. So I'm like, this can't work. This can't be. This isn't right. There's no way. But Keys Guy asked a question with their donation. What do you think? What do you think of Texas if you had to move to a place that you would not otherwise live? Wait. What? I gotta sit Wolfie down and read this. What do you think of Texas if you had to move to a place that you would not otherwise live? Like Texas, LA. How would you handle that? Oh. Harvey Birdman, attorney at law. 223344 is where we're at right now. Well, I think I've already answered this question during this FLoB-a-Thon. In that, like, the girlfriend and I probably definitely have no intention nor, like, requirement to stay living where we currently are. In Seattle area or Washington as a whole. Like, we're both not from here, and we don't know anybody. Like, she has some friends she's made over the years, but, like, I don't know anybody here. I don't have any real connection. So, and, like, with her work, she might have opportunities, and, like, honestly, Texas could be one of those places. The Southeast could be one of those places. We really both don't want to end up back in the Midwest but could be. Well, so is Washington. Washington is a no income tax state. You know, as opposed to Oregon is a no sales tax state. I don't think that's a requirement for us. They get you either way. Like, no income tax. Oh, great. But I'm still paying 10.5% sales tax on everything here. Like, literally, it's 10.5, 10.7% between the state and local. I don't think that's 17, but that's a lot. Or 19, or whatever that last one was. But yeah, I would consider Texas. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I would miss things. Like, the summers here are like the best summers everywhere. As the years go on and the warmings are global, more and more they're just going to be the summers of fire and smoke and ash. But I mean, also like the hiking and the mountains and stuff like that is very good. So yeah, we don't know. And Key is asking, how would you handle that? I would handle it. I didn't necessarily want to move to Arizona, but it was kind of, for lack of getting into details, I didn't make much of a choice. I could have, but I didn't make much of a choice, and I allowed that to happen. I liked Arizona. I enjoyed visiting Arizona. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely, like, I wouldn't want to live in LA. Or pretty much most of California, probably. Northern California, maybe. Just because that's very, like, Oregon and Washington-ish. But, like, I feel, unless it was, like, an amazing opportunity, like, Kurt, you're gonna work at JPL and, like, go to space. Because, like, you know, like, that sort of a thing. I think we would both kind of consider other options if, like, that had to be on the table. But yeah, we talked about this. I can't remember what day it was, Key Sky, but I don't think they're here anymore. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know the girlfriend wants to, like, would even want to, like, live internationally. But that's hardly an easy thing to consider. Canada's international. I don't think y'all are taking any of us. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about Texas. I mean, obviously they've got their own host of problems, both climate-wise and social-wise. But woo, I don't know. I would just deal. I would deal how I would normally deal with other change, which is not well, but it would definitely be easier with somebody else versus the last time. Ooh. Capybara cut. Well, hold on a minute now. Actually, I'm going to skip that one. Haha! Harvey Birdman, attorney at law, says, since we are still relevant to the topic, I understand not being able to talk to parents sometimes. I go, New sentence. Sometimes I go months on to half a year without talking to my dad. I keep putting it off, and it makes me feel worse, so I just don't text him or call. I mean, that's the other thing. I don't text. Well, I suppose my mom I keep in touch with slightly better because she texts and, like, sends me pictures of what she's up to in Colorado and things like that, and I send her pictures back. But yeah, my dad doesn't text. But yeah, I don't remember the last time I talked to my dad. It might have been Christmas. No, it was more recent than Christmas. I'll have to look it up in my phone history. But yeah, that definitely happens. I mean, it all, I'm sure, depends on your relationship with your parents. But it's hard just for me to make a phone call to anybody. You would think it would be easier to, like, make a phone call to, like, family or parents, but it's not. It is equally a struggle. Hi, Wolfie. Oop. Would a video call be easier? Not for them. And also, no, that's much worse. God, having, like, to join a Zoom call? No, no, no thanks. No thanks at all. Well, the other thing, both of my parents are retired. So, like, it's not like they're doing anything. I mean, it's on me. I mean, there's also the counter argument that telephones are capable of calling in both directions. So perhaps the majority of the burden is on me, but not all of the burden. But at the same time, I also have never discussed these things with either of my parents, with the fact that I have a pretty bad phone anxiety. And how about if they donate and leave questions? So yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. That it does feel bad. I mean, especially since well, I mean, I know because they live in the same place that, like, he talks to my sisters more frequently, and I don't talk to my sisters at all. Sometimes feel that is weird. But then also, I, like, tried to call my little sister on her birthday last year, and, like, it freaked her out. She's like, what are you doing? We don't talk on the phone. I'm like, all right, fair enough. Happy birthday via text. Pepper Wolfie? Oh, Jesus. Ah, saw that coming from a mile away. Slow motion. Alright, he's back up to full health. That was funny. So yeah, I don't know. I don't have a solution for the nervous to call parents situation. Other than, like, ooh, maybe encouraging them to call you instead. Look at this weird slab of meat. Look at this hemoglobin. Oh, get the sun! Oh, come on now. Ah. Screenshot. Perfect. It almost looks like somebody was trying to make a pixel art Minecraft, but didn't complete it, or it got hit by creepers or something. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's all relative. Like, some people don't talk to their parents. I don't know. I feel bad because, like, they're not young. But then again, I also feel bad for, like, moving across the country. And, like, not being around. So you can only feel bad about so many things, right? Before it's just like, well, whatever. Call them after the stream. I will do no such thing. You know I won't. Like, if I ever do, it needs to be, like, spontaneous. Like, it can't be planned. I can't be told to. It's definitely just gotta be like, I'll call them right now, and then I, like, press the green button on the phone. Hopefully. Or I just sit there and, like, stare. And never press the green button on the phone. Happens a lot, too. Alright. I don't think I would make all the tools, but then I will have no inventory. I'll make one of the tools. Then I'll make 3 of the beds. I mean, do I? No, I don't. I do need a helmet and a foots, but perhaps not right at this juncture. I also need, well, I need to pick up coal if I'm going to smelt this iron that I picked up for some reason. They could just chime in on your streams as a last resort. My mom definitely is not ever going to. My dad is not an internet. Neither of them are an internet. So, like, internet, I don't do, like, the Facebooks or any of those things. I don't even know if my mom has an email, and I've definitely never emailed my dad. Ever. So, yeah. Anyway, before I make myself feel even worse, let's end this segment really quick. Back up the world, take a quick break. I gotta bake my potatoes. Should I start them now? They usually take like an hour, right? I should probably start them now. Let's consider that. I gotta feed these cats too. Stupid cat. Yeah, let's go to sleep. And childhood guilt. Ooh. 40,935. Oh god. Minecraft? Why you gotta do me dirty like that? Why you gotta do that? Oh. Well, I gotta bring you back now, because Minecraft did me a real service here. Thanks a lot, Minecraft. If I don't feel bad enough already, you gotta put it right there in the title screen. What is up with that? Is this like when we see ads related to what we talked about? Yeah, what is this 11-year-old version of Minecraft doing with its targeted ads? Listening to my microphone. Minecraft said that I needed to. Ugh. Boy. Alright, so we left off at 40,935 megabytes. I put 10 taters in the oven. I fed 2 cats. I'm probably going to have to at some point step away to repile Niblet's food so he can eat it. I let Juno out, and now I think we can continue walking to the Farlands today on March 18th, 2022. Who's ready? Who's got your woofs ready? Hey, there it is. Whoa, I didn't do good things to my eyes there. Good lord. Alright, let's exit the aforementioned hidey hole. Secure it! Did I make it more foggy or something? I feel like I made it more foggy accidentally. I'm like, it's cloudy outside. Now it's cloudy in here. Targeted advertising. I think I did accidentally increase the fog. Ooh. Yeah, that was definitely one too many F's in chat. Alright, we got this thing. So let's go around it, I guess. Oh boy. Call you mother. Sure hope that skeleton isn't out here. It would appear not. Where were we? What were we doing? Walk into the Farlands. Oh, now we got a niblet. Right on cue. Oh, you lose it because of that tree. You lose it. Let's carry on. Capybara Cosmonaut did have a question that is honestly also... Oh, okay, no. Alright, never mind. I thought the question was, what is the best dad joke that you know? So Capybara Cosmonaut preemptively getting on that topic. But no, what is the best bad joke that you know? Don't know many jokes. Like, jokes to deliver, like, that require a delivery. A UPS or a FedEx or something. That was a pretty bad joke. I don't know. Well, do I have a list for you to choose from? Is that where you're getting them? We're under the impression that you were ad-libbing every time you resubscribed, Weatherman. We held you in the highest regard and esteem for your skilled recall of subscribe message jokes. And here you have a cheat sheet. Ether. Ah! That's a surprise to see. I mean, I have the joke about Spanish class, but that's kind of like my only, like, comedian joke that I've told before. That's not really a joke, per se, because it is like a punchline. Yeah, I mean, this is a sort of question that maybe the girlfriend would be better at answering. Because she's got some real... some real stuff happening. Some real knee slappies. I do need coal. A priest, a lawyer, and a doctor walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Hey, is this some kind of joke?" Dun, 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 dun. Trash jokes. Yeah, I don't know. Whoa, shoot! Oh, shoot! We're fine. We are alive. He did not explode. That was close, though. That was very, 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 very close. Oh, man. Wow. That has to be some of the closest we've had to a nearly exploding creeper. We've had exploding creepers get us before. But that was like the deepest sizzle we've ever experienced. That was a real close one. The key here is not to panic. The key is not to panic and get stuck trying to escape, like I have just demonstrated. Woo! The deepest sizzle. uh Ooh, buddy. Well, I'm awake now. Are you awake? Would that have taken out Wolfie? I don't know. I don't know if a creeper blast can kill dog instantaneously. They're not as powerful as they are in the current version of the game. But yeah, I honestly have no idea. Time for science. Yeah, I'm not sure about this. Oh, Niblet's here. We got a Niblet. What do you need? You need food? You need to pile your food? Alright, hold on. Alright. As expected, I need to pile this cat's food. Watch it. I'm gonna roll you over with my chair. Ugh. All right. The lad is done with his food. Yeah, I don't know any like bad jokes. Or at least I can't remember any. I hate it when I hear a good joke and think, I'll remember that, and I do not remember that. Oh, that was a good joke. Yeah, really, I literally cannot. I suppose even like, especially being put on the spot like this, I can't. Like, I'm looking through the Rolodex, but it's all just empty. There's nothing. It's the wrong Rolodex. I don't know. My best jokey jokes are the off the cuff. What I became known for on the Mindcrack server. The witty retorts and replies versus pre-scripted dad jokes. Yes, the snarky yellow text. Indeed. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Oh, the heck. I don't know what does that, but there's something that happens that, like, unfocuses the window that I'm on. And I hate it. I did find out what was making the noise on my computer. And it was Discord. For whatever reason, Discord, like, forgot all of my settings. And, like, re-enabled all of its, like, DM sounds. It also forgot my mute sounds. Like, my mute shortcuts that I have set up and have had for many years. We were recording the podcast, and the girlfriend came in to, like, say something, and I, like, muted myself, but, like, thought I muted myself, and, like, Cone and ZK were like, hi, and I'm like, oh, I thought I muted myself. I had to, like, it's just, like, it was like, no, you're done, like, all your settings are default now. I have no idea why. One of the many annoyances of living in our modern era. I should have been getting pigs. I don't know why I've been passing up the pigs. Don't let me pass up them pigs. Oh, dang it. Pass up them pigs. Pigpassers.com. Woof. What else is up? What's new? What's happening? Yeah, I've been live for 3 hours and 17 minutes, like 20 minutes of which I was on a break, putting potatoes in the oven and feeding cats and letting dogs outside. We did record an episode of Farlands or Bust. Bring the podcast and YouTube viewers up to speed. We're at 22, 33, 44. Free Quality, Texas. Right now. But excuse me, and the yawns are back. I have to know what's going on over here. Why is there... Interesting. Interesting. There's some below sea level land here that has grown some various foliage. It's currently being frozen. How unusual. Is there hay fever at this time of year up in the Ingtons of the Wash? I was very confused what was happening with that sentence, but that's very much a thing I would say. Not yet, But also, yes. Like, I'm definitely feeling something. But it's more the trees, the tree pollen that gets me, I think. I have all of them I'm sure are bad, but which it's not been like dry enough. Careful, Wolfie. You noodle. Yeah, it's not been like dry enough for like that to pop off yet, but it has been raining a lot. So certainly once it stops raining, be in real trouble. Excuse me. Speaking of which, look at the, whoa! I'm fine. I'm fine, Wolfie. Do not come down here. I got distracted by that bird. They really fell off the edge of the earth. All right, this whole place I'm on is no good. Which podcast was it you were recording with Cone? The Ran When Parked podcast. The podcast on ran.whenparked.com is like 4 episodes behind. Well, you'll have to talk to ZK about that. And also understand that he has a lot going on. Maybe we should link to like... I don't want to link to Spotify, but like, I don't know. The iTunes. Well, no. Maybe like Cone's playlist. What am I doing? I need dirt. I mean, that would just take you to Cone's channel. Is he even doing a playlist? Is the playlist behind? Because I know YouTube is trying to get rid of playlists. They're too useful. The site should go to the anchor page. He's been summoned. What's an anchor page? I mean, yeah, if you go to the site, I think from there you can link elsewhere. Oh, is what? The playlist is current. Each episode should have a link to the YouTube vid. Right. But I think somebody was saying that the listing on the website is behind. I have not confirmed this, and I have learned time and time again what happens when I just listen to chat. Yeah, I figured it was, like, automated. Like, with the RSS feed or whatever. What is this about YouTube being against playlists? They're just slowly removing the usability of them, like they've done with many, many other features in the past, before slowly killing them completely. So, like, playlists, at one time they added and then had a feature where you could automatically add videos to a playlist. So, like, every time a video with the title Farlands or Bust went up on my channel, it would automatically get added to the to the Farlands or Bust playlists. And you could do that with like many like tags or, you know, whatever. That stopped. They really didn't tell anybody. That just kind of stopped. And then I discovered that like the Farlands or Bust playlist was like 40 episodes out of date. So now you have to manually add items to playlists. You can no longer subscribe to a playlist, like if you only wanted to watch my Farlands or Bust and not all the other shit I put on my YouTube channel. You could have previously just subscribed to the Farlands or Bust playlist or any other playlist and gotten those in your subscription feed. That's no more. Right, and that's the thing. Playlists take the control away from YouTube. Much like Google Reader meant that you were getting your content from somewhere that was not Google, so they had to put a stop to that. And just like more and more like playlists are more difficult to find, are more difficult to like sequentially watch through. Ah, is that what it should be these days? Ah. I'm so behind on the times. And I don't think I necessarily have my mod here who could change that. Ah. Oh, we don't even have the site anymore. Is that like a me thing with the domain that I should do? Farlands or Bust Marathon, where I discuss with my friends various technical issues of private matters. Got our first spawner of the day. It's an experiment. Oh, is that the thing? Whoa! Okay. That's fine. Doing great. Ah! Whoa! Okay. This whole place is a hazard to my health. Oh, did you see that? That's crazy. A rare zombie spawner. With bread and wheat. Oh. We can blow it to hell. I think that's what we're gonna do. Well, I do need a faster way out of here. Oh, no! Did I lose another workbench? Oh, no, here it is. uh... Oh, that's wrong. This thing's about to break. Gotta go. Gotta go! Well, that was anticlimactic. And the chests remained. And the chests remained. Let's go. Yeah, it wasn't the old blast and drown. The old bloop and droop. Thought ZK was a mod. I guess not. I should probably, but also, like, I'm awkward about making people mods who might not want that responsibility. Which is probably why I don't have, like, an actual team of mods. Careful, Wolfie. Oh, you weren't. Only if ZK can interrupt other people alerts? Is that a thing? I'm also traveling in the wrong direction. Fine. I got turned around. That big explosion just confused and disoriented me. There will be more trees where we land, right? This game has lots of trees. So many trees. Look at all these trees. Directly in front of us. Conveniently obtainable. Trees for days. Dang it. Hello. Well, that was weird. I don't know how it ended up down there and over there, but that's a thing that just happened. That old terrain offset. It'll get you every time. Interesting. You know what I just noticed? And maybe happens everywhere. But when I'm like walking on the edge of a block, it doesn't make the footstep sound. Like I noticed it when I walked like off center. But then all the footsteps catch up with you. when you finally have 2 feet on the ground. Now I can't do it, right? Because I'm like, technically, I guess, not touching the ground with my feet. Interesting. Yeah, I noticed the footstep thing when I'm going down, like, stairs. That was a bad example, but like, you know, like a pyramid of stairs, like a smooth 1 block to 1 block. But that's weird. It's not to do with the it's not to do with the offset, because the offset isn't in this direction, it's in this direction. It's just that just must be the way the game do. Like, if you're not, which is weird because you're still technically walking on a surface according to the game. It just won't make the sound. Maybe they'll fix it in an update. We'll never know. There's no way to find out.
Maybe they will fix that in an update.
Don't you love it when I say the message and then the message says the message again? Echo, 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 echo. Now I'm like fascinated by that. Potatoes. Alright. I have said many times. Is it the center of the model that acts as a trigger for sounds? I could see that. I could see that being a thing. I guess that really doesn't explain the stairs thing, unless you're just like not on a block long enough for it to like make the sound, so it just holds them till the end.
And I want to say, you're so cool.
Sun-kissed cinder.
Is that weird to say?
Thank you for 17 months in the subtub with the Amazon Prime thing, Bob Badoohickey. Take Jeff Bezos's dollars. Few dollars. What's up? What's new? What's on your minds? What's the haps? I demand inspiration! Skiing? Skiing and watching Farlands at the same time? That seems a little dangerous. Oh, Jesus. Speaking of dangerous. Oh, Jesus. All right, let's just get him. Oh, he spawned. Good. Oh, 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 oh. My Jeep passed inspection. Now that's a place I've never lived. Is a place that requires vehicle inspections. Like emissions? Yes. But, like, I don't even know what they do. Like, other than maybe the emissions. And, like, that's what you're considering an inspection. I mean, Washington State just got rid of emissions, which seems like a very timely thing to do, I guess. I don't know. But, I mean, I guess I don't know. Well, the argument is that a lot of new cars just have emissions built in. Like, to the computers, and there's, like, no reason to test them. But, like, that doesn't exclude, like, all of the many hundreds of thousands of old cars. Well, right, and that's the other thing. Volkswagen. I mean, California, I don't think is getting rid of any of that anytime soon. If anything, they're trying to get, like, stricter restrictions, but the oil and car companies are very much fighting against that. But yeah, Volkswagen's diesel, from the factory, they set up a scheme that it figured out. It could tell when it was being tested for emissions, so then it would flick a switch to make the emissions much less than what they actually are. And they got a slap on a wrist. Bad Volkswagen. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Right, that's the thing I would worry about, would be like the little things. Like, would my aftermarket wheels and tires on the Crosstrek pass emission or inspections? Bash seems to think so. I mean, I feel like in a lot of these places, probably like vehicles registered as antiques are probably exempt from inspections. Maybe? I mean, the last time I had to do emissions was when I bought the SVX, which was kind of scary because it's like old enough of a car to have been a problem, but it passed fine. And then the next year, they weren't doing emissions anymore, inspection. I mean, like, the bumpers on the Datsun are not DOT approved. They're visual only. They're aesthetic bumpers only. I mean, and that's the other thing. With the Corolla, I didn't have to do emissions, even though they were a thing, because I registered it on classic plates. So those were exempt. As opposed to in California, I think in California and Oregon, it's a lot more difficult for classic car owners. Night, Johnny Poco. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, smog test, whatever. I mean, that's emissions. That's testing emissions, is what that's doing. But yeah, the thing with California is if your car was manufactured with smog stuff, you can't have modified it. Like the Corolla, I had to put a new carb on it because the stock carb just wasn't working. And the only carb available is one that is not allowed for use in California. And then because I did that, I also had to remove all the factory emissions things. You have to read. No, well, that's the other thing. With a classic car, an antique car or collectible car, you only register it once, and there's no stickers. As opposed to your daily driver, you gotta renew registration every year to get a new sticker. Like my Datsun was not a California car, so it doesn't have a catalytic converter. So I don't know if that means that it would be allowed in California because it didn't originally have one to not matter, or if it wouldn't be allowed because it's not a California spec car. I don't know. From the year. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, as part of having the antique car plates, there are rules. Like, you're not supposed to... Like, you have to have registered a daily driver, too. Like, on a regular plate. You can't just, like, only have a classic car registered in your name. But you also... Like, it's not for daily driving. It's only allowed to drive, like, to and from shows or events, or for testing, or for the unpaid or like uncompensated. It's weird. It's weird verbiage here in Washington. It's like for the like not for hire, like for the unpaid enjoyment of others is what it is. Is it it's like something like non-profit enjoyment of others. And I'm like that would just be my excuse if somebody says I'm not supposed to be driving my car. It's for the enjoyment of others. And or I'm testing new brakes I put on it. Oh, I think it's for the for the enjoyment of others without compensation. Patreon content. Yes, I'm doing this for my patrons. Where's the camera? I'm going to describe the enjoyment in word form. I mean, you're also not supposed to have like a modified exhaust yet. My muffler fell off. Although it does not sound good at all in that fashion, so I should... That's definitely on that list of projects I just cannot start. It just cannot be started. There are many decisions that need to be made, and I am not capable. I am not equipped. I got another bed. Remind you of anything? The arrow is pointing that way. I have not seen any pigs since our initial start of the segment. Animal spawns. Still wish I had my first car. An 89 Toyota Cressida. Even though they still sold those in 89. Were they front wheel drive by then? Okay, that's one place to put it. Bing! Ooh, magic. Oh, trying to spoil the magic, but... Aha! Take that! Whoop! Ooh-wee, sorry. Spooky noises. It's like wool and pigs. I don't think I'm gonna get any of them. Also, when did I put in the potatoes? I don't think I smell burning. Can you burn a potato? Maybe I should check on that really quick. My problem is it always takes forever to bake a potato. Alright, hold on a second. It's potato time. Ring, 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 ring. Potato time. Potato time. Hi. It is possible to burn a potato. Let me tell you what. Did I close the oven? God damn it. Potato time. Lousy, no good ADHD situation going on here. All right. The bottoms of the potatoes got a little bit burnt. But I had like 3 really big potatoes and like a bunch of little potatoes. So the little potatoes are done. The big potatoes need a few more minutes, so they're still in there, but I shuffled them around so that they don't scorch. Turn on the temperature too. All right. That's going to be fun for the YouTube crowd. Let's put a bunch of ads there. This will make them twice baked. It's true. These are yellow, not yellow, golden rod. Golden potatoes? Yellow Yukon Golds? We've had them for a while, so we wanted to bake them. I think we're going to try to make chicken. The chicken is still pretty frozen, so hopefully we can defrost the chicken. But then with the leftover potatoes, the girlfriend tomorrow, I think, wanted to make, like, breakfast for dinner. And, chop them up and make potatoes O'Brien, or, you know, something, I don't know. Breakfast potatoes. Were they sprouting roots? No, surprisingly. Which is, like these were pretty good. They're not like Idaho potatoes, which, like, start going bad and sprouting all these sorts of arms and legs and roots and stuff. I mean, as someone who's definitely not a vegetarian, yeah, all plants are still alive when you're eating them. Like, as opposed to the animals, which are definitely dead. Like, if your plant is still green, like, those are still very much alive plant cells that you are chewing down on. But I'm not one to judge. Potatoes quark are better. I prefer my potatoes Bashir. Bashir potatoes. Ooh! That is a large lava tube. Large tube of lava. It's probably still falling. Okay, it's not. Oh, but it is directly going into a little sliver of water. That's fun. We have fun here. Can't really get a good picture of it. Unless I get super close. Unless I get in the water. Oh, even that's no good. This is no good! Dang it. I don't have a wide enough lens. Do not dig straight down. Ah, beans. This is no good for a screenshot. Take a ride down the lava slide. You cannot change FOV in this version of the video game. Ooh. Jeez, I gotta watch where I'm going. Oi, Wolfie. Ah, you freak. So yeah, that's the plan. With the potatoes. I just rubbed some oil on them, which is probably what was causing the burning. Dusted them with some salt. Is there sour cream and or chives? We have sour cream, yes. What is a chives? I confused chives for green onions. We got green onions. I don't know what a chives is. And like, a baked potato is the only example of any use of a chive. So I don't think, like, it's not something we just keep around. Yes. But it's not. It's not scallions. It's its own thing. They taste... Chives are like green onions, except they're milder, tiny, and taste completely different. Now that's a joke. Parkour to you. They are still green, yes. They do share that in common. Nah. Herb found the bad joke. Do you know the first French fries weren't actually cooked in France? They were cooked in Greece. That one's better said than spelled out because you spelled Greece like the place, when in fact the joke intends for it to mean substance. It helps to say it out loud afterwards too. It really makes it much more funnier. Man, that's just wants to be a hidey hole up there, doesn't it? Like with a view. But that's super dangerous. I liked it too, because it did take me a beat to like get when I first read it. It took me a quick second to actually get the joke. Those are the best. Ooh. Wellity, wellity, wellity. Look at this. Interesting landscape that we're going to end the day on. I want to just make the hidey hole up here so I can see this. What was that noise? Did an egg just lay near me? Oh, it was the snowball. Crash! The whole thing tips over and crashes and ruin everything. Alright. That could have been a sidey hole, but still too dangerous, I feel, with Wolfie, without having any, like, pork chops to give to Wolfie. You know what I should do? Ah, beans. I wanted to be smart and smelt this iron, but do it while I'm building the hidey hole so that it actually, like, finishes. But, I very much messed that up in the fact that I had no, cobblestone to make the furnace with. So this has been less than ideal of a hidey hole construction. Yeah, I really beamed this one up, didn't I, friends? There we go. Oh, wait, that's wrong. There it is. Alright. Wolfie sitting down? Where isn't? Where's Wolfie? Oh, yeah, he is. There he is. He's good. Alright. The iron will be done by the time I figure out what the hell I'm doing here. I'm making beds. I got enough boats. I need wood and wool and pigs and everything, really. Well, don't forget. Gonna have a hot head. But yeah, like I said, we're at $2,233.44 raised for Equality Texas. Thank you everybody who just donated, and for tuning in and for giving me questions. We did record an episode of Farlands or Bust. It's crazy. A recap episode. Did it already finish? Oh, how efficient. The efficiency on display here is second to none. I mean, whatever. So yeah. Let's end this day. Oh, did we make 41,000? Exactly. Take that. 39,999. We made 41,000 on the dot. If you don't look at what's beyond the dot. Oh. That's good. That's good.